A while ago, a flight launched from Singapore to Tokyo and it's causing a bit of confusion. Because for just about $1,000, you can get a live flat seat that looks like business class. But here's the real question, is it worth it? Today, I'm flying from Singapore to Tokyo to find out what it's really like. Testing everything from check-in and boarding to the seat, food, service, and overall experience. So I'm taking ZIPAIR's full flat seat to Narita, Tokyo. It is currently 9:20 p.m. and the flight departs at 0:30 a.m. So you might be wondering what's so special about this flight? And the answer to that is this flight I'm about to take, it's a low-cost carrier, but they have full flat seats. People say it's essentially business class, but without all the freebies like meals, blanket, alcohol, and checked-in baggage. So I actually prepared a checklist so that I can do a comprehensive review. And I'm especially excited about the in-flight meals because I heard it's great. But we are starting out from check-in. Alright, let's check in. So it seems like there is no differentiation between full flat and standard. We all line up at the same queue. Alright, successfully checked in. It's unfortunate that they do not have digital check-in. Like you cannot check in using these machines like you can do in Scoot. So that can be a hassle if there's a long queue. So how much did I pay? I paid $1,193.22 just for the full flat seat. So just like other low-cost carriers, you're gonna have to pay extra for everything else. Selecting a seat, $18. I also ordered a few in-flight meals, $50. An amenity set with a blanket, $34. By the way, same day on SQ business class, one-way costs about $3,000. So my flight is roughly 1/3 the price. One con, or maybe it can be a pro for some people, is that they only have red-eye flights from Singapore to Tokyo. So I'm curious if I will still get a good rest and how good the seat and experience is. I mean, is it better than Scoot or even Singapore Airlines? I'm curious to find out. All right, the next on the checklist, we're hitting the lounge. So technically my ticket does not include a free lounge access. ZIPAIR works with this lounge, it's called SATS Lounge, and it costs $48 to access. Definitely not cheap, but the food selection is actually not bad. Let me show you. The biryani is pretty good. Steamed fish and black bean sauce, steamed chicken, and here is the good news. We got booze, more booze. This is their biryani. Really good, you know. It's aromatic, it's fluffy, and I don't know why I'm using a chopstick, but it's nice. And their laksa is seriously goated. So it's DIY style. Blanch the ingredients. And then pour the soup. It actually tastes very authentic and very lemak, full-bodied. I'm gonna miss this because I'm gonna stay in Japan for 10 days and I'm sure I'm gonna miss SJ food. But I don't want to eat too much because I actually ordered a few in-flight meals to compare and just try out a lot of the options. Okay, my boarding is at 0 a.m. so I got about an hour to chill. Alright, we are at the gate and the biggest question is, do I get priority check-in since I got the most expensive ticket? I want priority so that I can haolian my status. Alright, so this is ZIPAIR's full flat seat. First impression, honestly, it really feels like a typical business class. I mean, I have moderate privacy, like I'm not facing anyone, and it seems like I have ample space. So there are 18 full flat seats, and apparently it's pretty similar to KLM Dutch Airlines business class seat. I guess it's time for a seat tour. So this is the view I have. It feels pretty private and there's plenty of leg space for my short legs. But as you can see, there is no TV. So I don't know, it feels like there is a lot of dead space. There's a little net you can put your things, more space to put your stuff, and behind, even more. There's an outlet over here with a USB charger. Here are the light switches, a little reading light next to my seat. And over here, I don't know if you see it, but there's a little nice feature where you can bring up the armrest. This way it's much more comfortable. And over here we have a mini table. And here is the most exciting feature. I can make my bed full flat. So if I press this, wow, oh, it's quite fast. I can go completely full flat. This is so cool. I can't believe it's a low-cost carrier. Alright, the moment I was looking forward to, dinner time. So again, everything extra costs money, so I actually ordered a flight menu beforehand. And this is the menu. A lot of food. They all look so yummy. I got 3 items. ZIPAIR original wagyu beef curry rice, spicy chicken rice, and the gyudon. So it seems like every meal comes with the actual food, wet towel, and a small bottle of water. Okay, let's start out from their original wagyu beef curry rice, $25.22. It's kinda pricey, but they say that they use wagyu and that's why. And this is their signature. I heard their curry is great. Wow, check out the curry. It looks very meaty. Itadakimasu. Wow, that is so good. I cannot believe how rich, how flavorful, and the sweetness of the onions is so meaty too. Wow, this is just so darn good. I cannot believe it. One of the best dry curry I had, and it's inside a low-cost carrier. Okay, next up, let's try it with their wagyu. That is tender, that is sweet, that is so fatty, but in a good way, of course. Wow, it adds so much depth to the curry. So I guess the hype is real. ZIPAIR Airlines curry, amazing. Alright, meal number 2, I got the spicy chicken rice for $12.61. Well, the flavor is actually very bold. I taste the oyster sauce, the Southeast Asian fish sauce. Unfortunately, it's a bit salty. Okay, next let's try it with the egg. Makes everything taste rounder. That's nice. But the curry is like 10 times better. Like no match. Finally, the gyudon. This was $12.61. Gyudon, which is beef bowl in Japanese, it's a national food in Japan. So I might be a bit harsh on this. Cheers. Not bad. The flavor is nice. The sauce is starchier than the typical ones. The beef is slightly tough, but I quite like. It tastes very authentic. And oh man, I forgot to mention the rice. The rice is so chewy, moist. It's just so good. See, this is my second favorite. First, of course, the curry. By the way, you can also order some food using your phone, like cup noodles, and the price ain't really bad if you like convert it to FCD. Got some snacks and drinks as well. But it seems like in-flight meals you should pre-book, or else they don't have. Alright, next up, we're checking their Wi-Fi. I was pretty excited for this, and that's because ZIPAIR was the first commercial airline in Asia to introduce Starlink. So basically, it's super fast Wi-Fi. It's a company by Elon Musk. So let me test this thing. Alright, I'm connecting. First test, Instagram. Can I easily load my feed? Okay, I got to my feed and OMG, this is shocking. It's so fast. I can even load one of my video. It's not even buffering. It's so smooth. Wow, this is life-changing. Does that mean YouTube also can? Nah, I don't think this is gonna work. It's just impossible, right? Wait, what? Oh my gosh. So smooth. Okay, wait. Let me try loading one of my videos. Oh my gosh. What? Hey, this is probably as fast as my home Wi-Fi, man. Wait, there's no buffering. The quality is good. I can just watch like I'm watching at my home. Wow, this is crazy. after experiencing this, it's difficult to go back to normal airplane Wi-Fi. And guess what? Scoot, Singapore Airlines don't have yet. So in terms of Wi-Fi, ZIPAIR actually beats Singapore Airlines, which is crazy. Okay, next up on the checklist is entertainment. As you can see, there's nothing much to entertain myself with, but I heard that I can access the entertainment system via my phone. Alright, so here is the movie catalog, and it seems like they only have about 10 movies, but they have blockbuster hits like the Top Gun, and again, the speed is excellent. No lag at all. Alright, next up, amenity review. Again, this costs money. Nice little blanket. Well, I didn't expect the quality to be so good. So actually this is the only reason why I got the amenity kit, because I thought it would be difficult to sleep without a blanket because often it gets too cold. Well, yeah, very well made. Earplugs, slippers, little eye masks. Ooh, what's this? Oh cool, it's inflatable travel pillow. I don't know if I will be using this though. Alright, time for the toilet tour. I mean, as you can see, it's pretty simple. I think it's nothing much to say. And I forgot my toothbrush and I was hoping they would have some, but no, nothing. But oh my gosh, they actually have bidet here, the electronic bidet. This is when you know your airplane is Japanese. Alright, I'm ready to sleep. By the way, the service is excellent. They're all so kind. Okay, I'm gonna get some rest. See you guys in Tokyo. Welcome to Tokyo. I love this place. Alright, so sleep quality. I was able to sleep 4.5 hours. I think if I wasn't filming, I could have gotten like 6. And I'll be honest, initially I was amazed by the full flat feature, but quickly I noticed the compromises. Number one, the seat does go fully flat, but it's quite narrow. So you can't really shift your body around like you would in a proper business class seat. And one thing that bothered me was my left arm. There wasn't really anywhere natural to rest it. So I either had to let it hang slightly, which was very uncomfortable, or keep it on my chest, which I ended up doing. Overall, I would say the biggest pro was, of course, the value. And another pro is that it felt really quick because it was a red-eye flight. I mean, I just slept and I was already at Tokyo. Some of the cons I would say is that there is zero service. I mean, it's expected. And if you're just sleeping, I think it's okay. You know, you don't need all the premium service, the booze, real in-flight entertainment. And the second con is, of course, the design of the full flat seat. I don't know if it's the most conveniently designed seat due to the dangling arm. But overall, if I absolutely had to take a red-eye flight but don't want to pay the high business class fare, I would take it again. It's not perfect and it's definitely not real luxury, but for the price, I think it's kind of hard to complain. Oh, and I already missed the curry. That was delicious. Overall, I would say it was cheap and good. So if flying to Japan can be this affordable, can the rest of the trip be the same? In Osaka, where I'm from, you can still get really good things for not that much money. I'm checking in at a good value hotel that's brand new and a value for money yakiniku restaurant. Welcome to Osaka, my hometown. Alright, so this is where I'm staying. This is Esley Hotel Namba East, and it's a bit different from a normal hotel. It actually feels more like an apartment. You get a kitchen, washing machine, even a proper living space. So you can practically live here. And the location is also super convenient. Kuromon Market, Namba, Dotonbori are all within walking distance. Let me show you around quickly. First impression, this place is really clean. It just opened recently, so everything feels very clean and new. And what's unique, the room is actually furnished with Muji furniture. So everything is very minimal, clean, and functional. Over here, we have a fully functional international kitchen. So instead of eating out every meal, you can buy ingredients from Kuromo Market and cook it here. So it really feels less like a hotel. It's more like living in Osaka. Of course, there's a fridge, microwave, shower and bathtub, and even a laundry machine. So if you're keen, you can use my code GBGBGB to get 5% off plus late checkout. All right, we covered good value flight, good value hotel, and next is good value wagyu. Alright, I'm at Mannoya Bette at Umeda area of Osaka. It's nearby a local drinking area called Ohatsu Tenjin. So what's interesting about this restaurant is that you can try wagyu in 3 different ways. Yakiniku, sukiyaki, and shabu shabu, all in one place. They also have VIP private rooms and semi-private rooms as well. So it's really great to enjoy yakiniku quietly with your friends and families. Alright, let's start with yakiniku. This looks absolutely beautiful. So it's a mix of A4 and A5 Wagyu, Japanese Wagyu. I want to emphasize that because in Singapore you have a lot of Wagyu, but they're from America and Australia a lot of the time. And this is only about 8,000 yen. Super great deal. Look at the quality. Alright, it's ready. Wow, otoiawase. Yabai. This is insane. It's not just tender, but so much flavor. I start to question what I was eating in Singapore, you know. Next up, filet, I'm eating just with salt. This place is real yakiniku. They purposely don't marinate the meat so that you can taste the flavor, the quality of the meat directly, and it is so delicious. Alright, next here's something special. It's Wagyu yukke. I know it looks raw, but it's actually cooked in low temperature and it's very popular among the Jippunlang. It's almost a must at a yakiniku place. That's so good. So tender, so flavorful. Next, the Wagyu sushi assortment. The sweetness of the fat and the rice balance each other really well. Next, sukiyaki. Again, look at how beautiful the beef is. This is completely different. It's sweeter, richer, and the egg makes it even smoother. Same Wagyu, but totally different experience. Okay, it's done. So delicious. Next up, shabu shabu. This is really amazing. Really fun being able to try 3 distinctive styles of the Wagyu. Because sometimes if you're just eating yakiniku, you kind of get tired of it, right? But this restaurant, 3 different styles and they are all so good. Because the beef itself, super high quality. Even my Jippun friends, they love it. So if you're coming to Osaka and you want to really understand Wagyu and try them in different styles, this is a great place. Alright, welcome to Kansai International Airport. So actually, before coming to Japan, I ordered something online. Arigatou gozaimasu. Hi. It's Wagyu. So instead of thinking about what souvenirs to buy during your trip, you can actually arrange it in advance. It's actually very convenient because you don't have to carry your souvenir around the whole trip. So you order first, choose your pickup timing, and then collect it at Kansai Airport before your departure. Oh, feels great being back to Singapore. Thank you, wifey, for taking care of my baby, yeah?
Do I get a present?
But it's not like I was, playing, It was work, mostly. And this part is where it gets very exciting. So I got this, check this out. I got it via the site Nippon Wagyu International. It's 1 kg loin steak for about 28,000 yen and 1 kg lean steak for about 21,000 yen. It's a lot actually. This is our lunch portion, but I think we can do another 5 or 6 more times of this.
Yeah, I think this is a lot.
It also comes with these certificates telling you these beef are authentic Japanese. This is important because meat products are regulated in Singapore and your baggage may be checked. So you need to make sure it's within the allowed limit and properly certified. Otherwise, you can get in trouble at the customs. And it also comes with this. I like it already. Oh, look at all the fat coming out. First part, I'll just put some garlic chips with just a bit of soy sauce. Oh, that was kind of a lot.
It's so juicy.
Crazy, right? The juice is crazy
Wow.
and so much flavor. Next is the lean part.
Wow.
Yeah, leaner but still so tender and so juicy. Remember the restaurant I previously visited where you get to try wagyu in 3 different ways? It's by that same company, so you get the similar quality of meat. And it's great that they do everything for you. You just order beforehand and you just pick it up at the airport. It's really a restaurant quality Japanese wagyu where you can continue enjoying at home. So if you want a souvenir that feels more special, more delicious for yourself, for your family, for your friends, consider it. This is really amazing. Great wagyu.
Look at how juicy it is.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Wow.
juice that comes out on the plate.
And we're gonna drink it later.
Yeah. Let me try now.
Hey. Wait, what if he's really drinking? Oh no. Hey, why you put chili
I
sauce?
don't know leh, I like this sauce, so I see whether it goes or not. You know what? I think the beef itself is good. You don't have to
You
add
don't need
anything.
all this. I mean,
You don't
nice
need-
that.
Yeah.
I recommend salt and pepper.
Yeah.
And when you cook, make sure the meat is room temperature. So you want to take out the fridge, wait like 40 to 60 minutes. That way it cooks more evenly. So that concludes this amazing journey. Thank you Mannoya Bette in Ashley Hotel and Nippon Wagyu International for sponsoring this video. See you guys again in the next video. Jippun Ranzao Liao. Goodbye.